going to show you the secrets to dating single dads.
Yes, we are. Every situation's different, so that I think keep that in mind. Some single dads might have full custody of their kids, so they have them all the time. Some dads may just see their kids on the weekends, and some, may not really see their kids hardly ever. But they all are still single dads in some fashion. So I think um, one of the main things would be that you are equally yoked with the partner, that you have like the same values, the same beliefs, you have the same goals in life. I think that's pretty obvious that those would be some things that you should start with. I think that another big key point would be to don't rush it and take it steady. Because when you have kids involved, whatever the situation, he may be just coming out of a divorce, and so for the kids it still may be, they might not want someone new in the picture just yet, or they might not be ready for it. So I think that it's good to maybe get to know each other first, and just kind of take it slow before introducing the kids into the picture. And if they already know the kids, that makes it a little bit more convenient, because there's already kind of that connection. But I also think that even in that case, I know for Robert and I, he already knew my kids, but we still took it slow in that area, of pulling us together, kind of doing things together more often and things like that. So I think that's a really big key. Another one would be that the attention part, I think, is big. Like when you're both, don't have kids, I think that expecting more attention and more time maybe from your partner is something that's kind of normal. But when there are kids involved, it's a little bit hotter. It's a little bit harder to be spontaneous, and to just be able to take all those moments that you want. And things come up, so you have to be able to adjust to a change in plans. Kids get sick or things happen. So I think that would be another one that has been key for me in dating a single dad. And let's see, I think also with that, another point would be to focus on the quality of your time over the quantity. So, if you're not able to, if you have kids full time and you're not able to put all of that, as much time as you might want to spend, just to try to make the time that you do have really, really high quality and valuable, and spending a lot of time, getting to know each other more. And those would be my top 3 tips.
Well,
for dating.
thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to talk a little bit about, from my own experience, if you're thinking about dating a guy that has kids, my experience has been, kind of to piggyback on what Alana said, it's so important to keep the kids first and foremost as you're going through the process. I mean, I think we did a good job. And I think for a guy, as a lady approaching a guy, from a guy's standpoint, sometimes we can be a little bit needy. We need attention and that sort of thing. So I think just clarifying that in the beginning, Alana did a great job of doing that, and kind of, just letting me know, like, it was a while before I, actually got to meet the kids in the family setting, and it was very intentional about that. And the other thing is to, I think, put the guy at ease. She did a great job of putting me at ease and not putting pressure on me. So I felt like everything could happen in a natural pace. I didn't feel any need to like rush things or urgency. She didn't put any pressure on me. And I think that is really important when you're thinking about dating a guy with kids, because I think as a guy, we're not as natural at parenting, maybe as a woman would be. And I'm sure from a female's perspective, they could see how a guy is parenting and they may be like, whoa, how is this happening right now? So I think being patient with the guy, and guys don't like to be told what to do. I'll just give you that tip right off the bat. So, just build up that trust with him, especially with the kids and the parenting. And believe me, as a guy, we will ask, well, what do you think? We'll eventually get to that point. And when we ask for the advice, I think that's the best time to give it, because then we're eager for it and we want your help. And I think that'll show that progress is being made on a relationship. And then, again, Alana said all of these points, the 3 points she raised were so important. The equally yoked thing, I mean, that was our story, my testimony with her and I. We met at church. We started off as friends, and that really, I mean, I couldn't have drawn it up better, because we definitely established a strong friendship before we ever thought about dating. And that was really good. And I think part of that was we were both transparent. We were both transparent about our pasts and about our history. And that enabled us to kind of resonate more with each other. And we could see the common links in our past, so we could relate more. And it was more as a friendship that our whole relationship developed. So I would encourage that too. My testimony says, go into it if you can, just with a friendship in mind, and don't try to force it into dating right away. And then don't, for I guess this goes for males and females, right? You just don't have expectations, because if you have any expectations going in, that's not the right way. In our world, let the Holy Spirit dictate, and share your feelings 100%. That's one thing that's enabled us, I think, to go as far as we've gone. And I mean, in our relationship, we've gone through so much together in a relatively short period of time. So I think if it's, keep that focus on God, that's my testimony, is if you keep God first in any situation, I think you're going to be in pretty good shape. How about you, babe? Do you have any testimonials on this topic?
No, what you just said was great, because that was one of the things I was thinking about, but I didn't mention, was just like, don't force commitment. And that's part of the taking it slow and steady. So that's super important. So that was great. So subscribe with the notification bell to receive regular updates. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button to see more like this, and comment down below.
And we will see you next time on this Life Transformed channels, where the next step beyond transformation is freedom. Take care.